Alright, so this one is going to be about the coming to what you call the Americas or the New World. And so a lot of people ask this question and they wonder what's the connection between all these nations, Egypt, China, India, America, and so on and so forth. And much about the timeline in history hasn't fully been told. And so when you hear much of what I'm going to be telling you, it's going to almost go against what your school of thought was about the people, nations, tribes, and where they ascended from. And so one of the biggest empires was obviously Egypt, or what people call Kemet, and they had a strong relation to what you call the New World. And so one of them was a ruler called Akhenaten, or what you hear people call Akhenaten. And Akhenaten changed his name. His name was originally Amenhotep. I believe he was Amenhotep the 4th or the 5th. And he was attributed to being one of the first establishers of democracy, which is, debatable because democracy was among the 6 leagues of the Indians in the Americas as well as the Greeks. In fact, democracy, that word can be related to demo, or to tear down, which is why if you study it in Greek language, you'll see the prefix demo relates to the word demopokia, which means to carry the mob or to favor the mob. And so it's truth in that, because that's exactly what Akhenaten did. He brought democracy towards Egypt, or the law of one, which was related to a cult called Aten. And so he tore down, and he had to go against a very strong power called the priesthood of Amen-Ra. And the priesthood of Amen-Ra was basically like the machine that controls presidents and politicians in America. And so if Trump, Obama, Clinton don't do what they're told, then there's always men behind the curtain that will take care of them. Well, that's a comparative relation to the priesthood of Amen-Ra in Egypt. And so that's why Akhenaten, his name was Amenhotep, because of the power and the prestige of the Amen-Ra priesthood. But anyways, Aten was related to a very powerful order. And that's why if you look at the supreme god of the Aztecs within their calendar stone in the Americas, the name of that supreme god is Aten, At-Hu. And so there was a relationship between these two, and I believe they were a part of secret orders. But to explain this, there's a lot of knowledge I would have to go through. But one clue would be the binding of their skulls. In America, amongst the Mayans and the Olmecs, all the royalty would bind their skulls, as well as the royalty of Egypt. They would all bind their skulls. And